even better than hardware because these were live case studies. So it's pretty fantastic, classic, and it's good to drop to your entrepreneurs. So essentially, the exam is based on pretty much everything that you know. I don't think you study for it. Okay. You might just want to go through all the stuff that you've done on your project, canvases, what you've done in all the different assignments that you sent to just scan them, study them, then you should be good. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, so let's start with the question. Like business model canvas. Does anybody have any questions about the business model canvas? Things that when you're doing your prospective drawings, did any questions come up on business model canvas?
So I was not clear about key partners.
Key partners.
So suppose same question because in our model the customer is also
That's possible. Explain the situation to the class.
actually we have a hardware one and a software application connected with that. And it's an informative mind. And for that we are going to target companies like Adidas and that have franchises all over the world so that we can collaborate. And they are also a customer because they are going to buy our hardware.
Okay.
And they are also a partner. So is it good to have a partner who is a customer?
Yeah, so that's, you can't make all your customers your partners.
Yeah.
Because when a customer is a partner, he expects a special deal. He'll want a discount, he'll want a better delivery. You can't make all customers your partners. So partners are only going to be, 5, 6, 7 partners maximum. You can't support more than 6 or 7 partners. And partners are people who kind of complement what you're doing. So for the kind of system that you're doing, I would think that your partners would be, if Amazon is providing your cloud hosting service, or some other company is providing your hosting service, they can become a partner. If your software system is to integrate with somebody else's application, then they are the partner. If you're going to go ahead and bundle in a bigger solution than just your solution, but bundle in some other people's solution so that you're doing joint selling of the total package. Maybe instead of you manufacturing your hardware, you can find a partner who will manufacture it and then he will sell it. And you make a system sale, but that partner will service and take care of manufacturing and shipping the hardware product. Or another partner might be somebody where you don't want to take all the customer calls. So you sign up at a call center who will take all the customer support calls. So the partners are people that help you supplement your whole company and help you, right from the beginning, if you had to put in a call center, you put in a hardware manufacturing, you've got to put in a manufacturing factory, it'll be, very difficult to make the whole thing, even ready for a reasonable amount of time and money. Right? So what you want to do is find different kind of partners who will help you fill out your complete solution. So you don't do everything. So for example, when I was building this video streaming company, we were building this video platform and we had like 25, 30 people. So there's no way that I could build a cloud system like Amazon does Australia, Middle East, and Africa, and so on, where I'm going to set up all these internet links and high-speed streaming and all that. So I signed up level 3 as a partner to do all the streaming for them. Then, I might even decide not to hire sales force. I might just decide to have something called sales reps. So sales rep basically goes ahead and signs up many different original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, who will, and he will say, okay, I can take this thing from this customer, this OEM, this thing from this OEM, this thing from this OEM, and I can provide a unified solution to the customer. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have to sell. Then I have partners who provide me all the TV channels. Now, I cannot go running to India, Turkey, Syria, France, trying to do all kinds of deals with TV channels and so on. A big company like Dish or Comcast can do that. They've got 2,000 people, 200 people in their marketing department. They can ship people to 200 countries to do these deals. I'll just find a local partner. So I had a partner in Kerala. He went and got me 14 or 15 Kerala TV channels. I had a partner in Andhra Pradesh, who got me some Telugu channels. I had a partner in Turkey who got me about 40 Turkish channels. So that's how I put together 600 TV channels. Obviously, when you have a partner, you have to share the money, share the profit. So basically he would give me the TV channel, but for that I have to pay him. If I collect $20 from my customer recurring revenue, I would pay $5 to him for his service. Because he's got people, he's got to do the deals, he's got to do the transactions with the local TV channel. So partners basically help you go ahead and flesh out your whole solution. Because as far as the customer, who's a consumer, like somebody watching TV on his internet PC or something, internet-enabled TV or something, he does not want, or she does not want to go ahead and make relationships with everybody down the line. They want to just have one company that they deal with. They deal with me. But they don't know that I'm working with 5 or 10 different partners who are providing different services to create one integrated solution. Does that make sense? Okay, so you have to figure out how which partners are going to help you create a full solution, and you do, in general, as an entrepreneur, you want to focus on putting all your energy into your key value add. All the stuff that other people can do, you get from partners. Only the high-tech, differentiated, trade secret, technically difficult thing or whatever it is, the insight that you've got, you want to keep that as your value add, and that's what you do. And whatever you can buy from anybody else and partner up with anybody else, you partner up. That's going to enable you to give a better call center. By the time you train everybody, you put a call center in place, put in all the business processes and teach everybody how to handle a customer call. All your energy is being wasted on something that is not going to add value to the end customer. But there are so many call centers who have got experience taking Dell calls and semantic calls and everything else. And they will just go ahead and take you. You can sign them up as a business partner. Okay, any other questions? But good question. Any other questions on business model canvas? Okay, so basically, value proposition, customer segments, channels, customer relationships, everybody understands how all the different elements of business model canvas. No confusion in there.
So when you were looking at the business for chemicals of other companies, there was something called built-in lock-in customer relationship. So I looked it up for it, but I couldn't find. So
Which one?
built-in lock-in relationship.
Customer relationship.
Yeah, customer relationship. So
We
what?
were looking at versus foreign campus for Gillette.
Okay.
So they had a sticky note there that said built-in or lock-in relationship. So what does that mean?
Okay. So when Gillette gives you the shaving stick, but the blade is something that you buy. You buy the blade separately, right? And then you buy the blade and you get a pack of 5 blades, and as soon as the blade gets worn out, throw that out and put in a new blade. And so the relationship that Gillette has with the customer is what? Once they sell you it, or get you to buy that Gillette razor, can you buy the blade from anybody else? So they bluff you. And you have to make an investment of 1,000 rupees to buy another razor before you can switch to Remington or something else. So they lock you in. It's called
Add-ons?
they basically lock you in. It's called what's it called? It's called the blade and razor. Razor and razor blast. Huh?
Razor blade, razor blast.
Razor.
Razor blast.
Yeah, it's the razor and razor blade kind of tactic. And that's a very famous tactic because even though that razor costs 1,000 rupees, very often they give that razor away for free because they know that afterwards, for the next 5 years, you're going to buy blades, and on each blade, they will just make a profit of say 100 rupees, but they know that over your lifetime of 2 years, you're going to buy at least about 20 razors times 100 rupee profit, so that's 2,000.
Shouldn't that be included in the revenue methods rather than customer relationships? This tactic.
Yeah, see, this is basically a business tactic because in customer relationship, what you want to do is go ahead and, okay, so customer relationship is how is the demand created for your reason, for your own reason. So, create it, maybe Gillette will just underprice that razor stick, or they'll just give it away in a promo. But then they've got a locked-in demand creation machine for the next few years. So it's basically how demand is created. Now, this is a very specific example, but in most cases, demand is created by understanding what the customer's need is. If he has a particular need, then that's the demand that goes from there. And then we service the demand. Anything else on?
There's channels.
Channels, okay. So what is channels? So channels is how the product is distributed and sold. So there are many different kinds of channels and different kinds of products at different channels. So for example, I'll give you all the different channels that I have used in all the different companies that I've used. So for Opti, I used something called sales rep. Because I do not want to spend money on having salesmen scattered all over 50 countries. The product was going all over. So, in Korea I had a sales rep, in Japan I had a sales rep, in Europe, France, Germany, Sweden, England, everywhere I had sales reps. Many different cities in the US also had sales reps. Because smart people because, they're professional salespeople. I don't want to train them how to sell. I just want to train them on how much products works, which customer will buy a product, and what is the pros and cons of selling my product versus the competition. So sales rep is a quick way to build a sales channel, but there are two negatives related to sales rep. One is that they take a big chunk of the profit. Because to make $1 million sale, which is what we used to make, they take about 12 to 15% per sale of $1 million. So that's $120,000. And if in a particular territory like Hong Kong or Singapore, I start making $10 million sales per year, and I'm paying 12%, that's $1.2 million I pay. And maybe it's better for me to switch from reps to direct sales. So what's direct sale? Direct sale is where I hire my own salespeople and create a sales office, and I hire them to just do my job for me. So if my cost of doing rep-based sales is going to cost me $1.2 million, and for me to create my own office and my own people and everything is going to cost me $600,000, then I'm going to switch from